everybody, it's Sabre. Welcome back for another Friday Night Dice, which, again, I'm sorry I forgot to edit the last episode. We'll have that out to you in over the next weeks. We'll have 2 episodes coming out for you this coming week. And those episodes are available live on Twitch at Sabrewolf Gaming, that's 2 M's in gaming, or you can watch the video re-airings on YouTube at Sabrewolf18. For the podcast versions, you can head over to Spotify, Google Podcasts, which will be ending soon. We'll be switching over to YouTube, Audacity, and and Amazon Music. Just search Friday Night Dice, and it'll should pop up for you. And with that out of the way, we're going to head over right to the rest of the crew, the Friday Night Dice crew. Hello, everybody. How you doing tonight?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm tired.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm sorry you girls jumped on last week at 7. You're like, oh, it's kind of empty in here. Yeah, we had stuff going on last week, unfortunately. I had kid stuff I had to do. Paul was out of the state for a while, so we're back. So, you guys have any questions before we get going here?
Nope. I'm glad to be back and ready to go.
All right. So last where we left off, you guys were at Shady Creek Run, where you were on the run to help out Reese's friend there, Tomlinson Rosewater. You were able to go from Shady Creek Run now into... of course, I dropped the name as soon as I switch on the air here. Palebank Village. You're able to get to Palebank Village, where unfortunately your contact person unfortunately died in transit while you were trying to get there, and there's a mysterious kind of illness kind of going on around that community. And the mayor did say that he would help you guys out with whatever you need, but he wants this help. He first wants help to figure out this mystery that's plaguing the village, and that is where we go now today.
Yeah, I thought we were heading over to somebody's cabin, right? Or to check them out.
Yep. So you guys are at the Jolly Dwarf, I believe. So I'll take you guys there. Mm-hmm. I think I put you in the rooms you guys said you wanted. It was 2 weeks, so I'm just hoping I remembered.
I think that's pretty much correct. I think
it's about right.
Alrighty. So if in case you're wondering, it's all the way over the right side because it's a double map, left to right.
I was with Marco, not Nick.
I got Marco, not Nick.
Yeah.
So I'll swap Marco and Nick around.
Yeah, that's right.
Marco got the whole bed to himself.
No, she jumped in there too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's right.
She was drunk.
Oh. Not that her ex-husband's looking at her or anything.
He knows what he's missing out on.
Damn. So it is the next morning. You guys do have the day to you. You said you wanted to investigate a couple of things. You have a couple tips, which I did mention in the Discord, I believe. You knew that Orgon was slowly turned into a frozen statue over the course of 2 months after visiting the island of Islecross, which is to the north of you, on a separate island away from Wildmount. And they also have a cabin in the outskirts of town. You do know the efforts of medicinal medicine and magical medicine and healing failed to try to heal him before he died and turned into a frozen statue. You're also aware that there is Tulgi, who is another dwarf resident of this area, is showing early signs of the same blue illness that took your contact, Ergon. And they also live on the outskirts of the village. So, what would you like to do?
I say we muster up in the main area, get some breakfast, and get to work.
Yep.
Okay. I'm assuming
Big Lady Kai. Let's up and at 'em.
This is your second hangover in like 4 days.
Second.
Oh, wait, you didn't drink the other time. Never mind. That was Marco.
Lady Kai doesn't drink. That's why she got drunk.
Oh,
He's got a lot going on.
and we'll drag Nick along for now. Marissa should be with us in a little bit.
No. So she'll be the one that goes first through the doors.
Everything's good.
All right.
So we have a quick
Thomaston-
conversation. We all decide. I think we're going to head towards that. Go see if we could figure out this. What's going on with this lady with the blue flu?
Yeah, I'll. And Thomas says, if you don't mind, I'll probably stay with Elro for a bit and probably investigate into the magics that was possibly used here, if you don't mind.
No problem. Not to be confused with the. Go ahead.
You see, Reese is just kind of like, You sure?
Yes. I do want to talk to the priests and like that here, see what kind of magic they performed onto Ergon here, and see if I can dig anything up for you all.
All right.
It's for party balancing purposes, okay?
No problem.
I'm
going to leave again for party balancing purposes. Yes.
So we're investigating the blue flu. I think Lady Kai is suffering from the brown bottle flu, and we'll get going. I'll let that one sink in for a minute.
I think it was green.
It's
Mine's usually green.
The vial?
No, drinking the wine last night. The brown bottle.
Oh,
the
yes.
brown bottle flu.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're talking about now. Okay. All right, take a guess at this maps here, see if you're which one you're going to. The token right now is currently on the Jolly Dwarf. You went, I believe it was. Did I seriously X that out?
You did.
Oh no, I didn't exit. No, it's not that I exited out. It's that the file is not online. I had to pull it out from my folder. That's why.
Casting mage armor on myself, by the way.
As you should? Question mark. Pictures. D&D. All right. I have to do it every single time I say that. Oh, where are you, Palebank? There it is. There's the map. All right. So you did go down here to Elro's, which is down here. He told you that Ergon's is over here, this far left one, and Tolgi's is in the outskirts of town. Tolgi's is up here. Yep, there you go.
All right. So we're going to Elwood, right?
Well, you already visited Elro, so you have Ergon or Tolgi's. Ergon is the contact that died, and Tolgi is the one that's showing signs of it.
All right, so I think we probably should head here first, yeah?
To Tolgi's?
Yeah. I imagine a person that's alive can tell us more than a person that's dead. Though I guess his place could tell us plenty also.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I think I mentioned it before, but I forgot to remind you. There is somebody standing guard at Ergon's too, by the way.
Yeah, you said
their investigation. Yeah,
and you said just let him know that Elrond sent us, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, not Elrond. This is
Elro, not Elrond. This is not the Lord of the Elves.
I was thinking J-Rod, so okay.
Although Elro is an elf.
Yes, he's an elf.
Need to name these people that we could remember. Like,
Oh, don't worry. This
Anyway,
this is gonna be named later. You'll definitely memorize.
All right.
In Richard.
Wait, this is where we're heading, right?
And here,
Seems like
Yes.
a
To
good
talk
idea.
to talk to the live person who is showing signs.
okie dokie. All right. Oh, this is the one that's screwed up. I forgot to fix that. Stand by. Sorry.
Standing by.
I forgot I had to go back and fix this after the last episode issue we had with the whole with stuff lagging out. You guys out.
So for our one or two listeners who actually listen to this, that is not one of the players. If you're going to the MegaCon in Orlando, let me know.
Woohoo!
How are your guys' characters dealing or I guess handling the cold?
Doing all right. I mean, not my favorite, for sure.
Pyra is a weird climate because it's, right next to the fire portal, but it's also way up in the mountains. And so
It's a dry cold.
it's a dry cold.
It's a volcano. There's no such thing as cold there.
Well, there could be volcanoes in cold climates.
The top of Mount St. Helen is snow.
Exactly.
It's an active volcano, though.
I mean,
Okay,
it's a volcano.
Iceland. The entirety of Iceland.
Iceland's green, Greenland's ice. Isn't that right?
But Iceland is still very cold.
All right. So you're coming to the door. Right here, the door to Tolgi's. It is currently closed. What would you like to do?
Knock, knock.
This doesn't feel like a front entrance.
Hello?
Ba-ba-da-ba.
There was supposed to be a guard out here.
The sign's over there.
Like there's a pathway and everything. That's where the stable is.
Right here?
You hear a voice from the other side saying, "Go away, please. Just leave me alone."
Oh, not this again.
Well, last time was a kobold, so I don't think it's
Yeah.
kobold this time. I already did that trick once.
This time it's a dragon in disguise.
No, we already did that one too.
Hey, we were sent by
Elro?
Elro. I'm horrible at names. We were sent by Elro to talk to you. Can you please open the door so we could have a conversation?
Make a persuasion check. See if you can open the door.
My ex-husband guide you.
Okay,
All right.
I'll take it. My ex-husband guides you.
I think that means guidance.
Yes,
All right.
I figured that out.
Wrong layer. Hold on.
Ugh.
Okay. She does. You hear somebody approach the door, and let me get her to the right layer here. She does open the door, and as she opens the door, the sheer heat that is coming out through the door hits you right in the face. And if this is the setup that people in, Marco and Lady Kai, it is like 90 to 100 degrees coming out of this house.
Nice.
Oh, that's what I'm used to.
And approaching the door, you see a female dwarf, very very short. She has a very very blue complexion to her skin and to her hair. Her clothes are normally colored. There's only so much I can do with blue layering. Her clothes are normal underneath, and she's got layers and layers and layers of clothes on her.
So she's freezing. So, well, hello. We were sent by Elro to discuss with you what happened. Maybe we could figure out a cure or at least a prevention at the minimum.
I suppose this is the only thing I really want in this time. Yeah, please come in, and don't mind my dogs.
Okay.
And you then, at that point, you do hear a couple of growls from right behind the door as two wolves. I didn't decide this. Two wolves are sitting right behind the door as well.
Okay. I won't mind the wolves if they don't mind me.
And she ushers the wolves off to the side and she permits you to come in.
I start taking layers off.
Yeah, it is roasting in this room. Reese probably feels right at home.
Nick probably doesn't feel too bad either.
And
I hate it.
And she actually goes back towards the fire again, and she's noticeably shivering, even with the sheer heat coming out of this fireplace. It is like a bonfire coming out of this fireplace on her, and she's still shivering.
Well, that's not normal.
Yeah. Can you tell us what happened? Or how did this start?
I don't know when it started. I mean, it started probably when I went over to Urgot's house after he died.
After he died, and was there anything strange? Did you touch him or did you touch something?
Nothing comes to mind. I mean, we this village is all about getting these really amazing treasures from Elsacross, and that's how everybody makes a living around here, you know. And I just figured, you know, maybe he had some special treasures or something in his home after he, you know, went away, and I figured I'd lift some of them.
So you did something and it cursed you, and now you're dying.
It's okay.
I don't know what's cursed me though. That's the thing.
Trinkets are for the living.
Can you display the items that you took?
I've kind of sold most of everything I already have, but the one stuff I do have, you know, I kind of want to keep around, you know.
Oh, you're not going to be around long, so you might as well show them to us.
I thought you wanted to get a gift for me.
Well, we need to figure out what the problem is.
Yeah, if it's a cursed item.
You can make a persuasion, intimidation, deception, however you want to portray this to her.
I have curses that make you not want to part with the curse.
Either
that or she's just greedy.
Would that be Marco's persuasion roll or mine?
I mean, you were helping, so if you both wanted to roll persuasion, or
I could help.
That's what you're trying to. If you're actually really trying to honestly try to help her, or
I'm trying to ascertain the you know. I'm trying to ascertain what was the catalyst of what started it.
Yeah.
And you know,
roll persuasion then. That's persuasion.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I mean,
and
honest,
you know, it kind of, and you know, being a.
Well, yeah, I'm giving you advantage because Reese was kind of helping with it.
Yeah.
Just roll it. 17. Okay. She says, "Well, most of the stuff I had, or I already sold it to Pelks. Or Pelks. Pelks Curiosities. It's in town here."
Okay. Do you have anything else that you did not sell?
Make a perception check.
The law of averages is going to catch up with me, and now it did.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary around here. You don't really notice anything on her
No,
person
no.
other than the fact that she has a lot of layers on.
I was asking her, what else did you take that you did not sell?
That's all. I've sold everything I can, because you got to make a living to it. And I sold it to Pelks, and whatever other stuff I didn't have, I gave it to my sister Huli.
So you have nothing else that you took out of his house?
No.
She just changed her story.
Yeah, a minute ago you said you did have some stuff.
Well,
now you don't.
I mean, I took things, but everything I had, I sold it to Pelk, to make some money, because I got to make a living. And
I don't care about your living. I really don't. I don't care about if you stole things or you took things. I don't care about any of that stuff. I really don't. What I care about is finding out what caused this. And in order to do that, I need your help. You're going to die. You understand that, right? You at some point you're going to die, and if you have that cursed item on you, somebody else is going to come in here, and then they're going to die. So just be honest with us. That's all we're asking.
All right. She, underneath like her several layers of clothing, she does produce a dagger. And she says, I sold everything I had, and what I got from the only thing I have is this. And it's this very ornate dagger with a nice sheath to it, and it looks very, very special. That's it. She said, "This is the all I have left."
And you didn't expect that?
I immediately cast Detect Evil and Good, just in case.
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing in the ordinary stuff. You already know.
So it's not the dagger isn't unholy or holy.
Right.
Okay.
Lady Kai, you could identify things, right?
That requires touching it.
What's that?
I would have to touch it.
Hey, we don't want to do that.
Your familiar can touch it.
Oh yeah, your familiar can touch it.
Or you can investigate it too.
Yeah, you can.
I will get a closer look,
I'll cast Mage Hand and grab ask her, I'm just going to take the dagger for a minute. I'll give it back. And I just hold the dagger out in the air with my Mage Hand.
Okay. Whoever's investigating it, go ahead and make an Arcana or History check on it.
Yeah.
If it's Arcana, if it's Arcana, I could help you with it. I could help with Arcana.
Sure. Guidance.
So, are you rolling or am I rolling? I think you should roll.
Yeah, I think she should roll too.
I rolled GM by mistake. I rolled a 28.
Yeah, she rolled a 28.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that's good. You've been around the block for a while. So this is very much an Aeorian dagger. It is it's a very nice piece relic from the city that fell. The city fell during the Age of Arcanum, and it crashed into the Isocross, which is why many adventurers like to go to Isocross to try to get some treasures there and all. And this specific dagger is one of the ornate pieces from that. Judging from the runes and stuff on the hilt and maybe on the blade, it is definitely a magical dagger. However, nothing out of the ordinary screams that this is a cursed dagger of any sort.
So, what do the runes? Can anybody read the runes?
Can I attempt to read the runes?
I would like to point out that if you want to use comprehend languages, you have to touch written text to translate it.
Yes, I do know that. I'm just saying, maybe it's in a language I know.
Maybe it's in a language one of us knows.
Yeah, you can do it if you want.
Is it abyssal? Is it common?
Let me double check something. I believe
And a lot of languages share scripts.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make them necessarily easier to read.
First step is identification.
Fair enough.
Oh, I just realized something. I can cast a touch space spell through my familiar. I can identify through my familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
a
there you
good
go.
one.
AEOR.
Well, before you do that, let's see if any of us know what the language is on the. I speak Abyssal.
It could be Aeorian, which is technically a language.
Does anybody speak Draconic?
I speak Draconic.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
So in loose Draconic, it says all it says is "for my loving son." That's all it says on it. It's broken. It's in a different dialect of Draconic, but whatever you make out for it, it says "to my loving son." That's all it says on it.
Okay. So
I hate to sacrifice. Well, again, being Clockwork Soul, I just look at Lady Kai and say, I think it's best to identify this item through your familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, and are you, Marco? Are you prepared to pay the fine familiar fee if it goes wrong?
Let me ask you this: are you prepared to just grab the dagger and see what happens?
Yeah, we don't have stock market and incense anymore.
Yeah, I have. Let me see. I'm sure we could get familiar components.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's charcoal and incense.
And I do have money if you need money.
We're fine. The fish is gonna fucking flop on top of the dagger.
The fish flops on top of the dagger that's sitting on this counter over here. It's a +1 dagger. That's all it is.
No identifiable curse.
Well,
perfect.
It's just a simple +1 dagger that was made in Aor, which is ancient. So this dagger is probably about about 600 to 700 years old.
no.
Ancient, which means this young lady has cursed either her sister or the local merchant to death.
Maybe. How does Tulgi look now that the dagger is not in her possession?
No different.
No different?
No different. She's still blue.
I would think whatever we're looking for would have an aura of blue or ice or something like that. That's just my thought, but I'm not too smart, so I don't know.
Maybe. It's also possible it's some kind of contact poison or disease.
Yeah. Could be. Oh, let me ask that question. Was anything that you sold blue or a blue U or something like that? Something that looked ice.
Cold to the touch, possibly.
Anything cold to the touch, yeah.
There was this blue sparkly vial that was mixed in with some stuff, but I just sold it with everything else. It didn't really tickle my fancy at all.
A blue vial. You didn't drink it or anything, did you?
No.
Was it blue liquid or blue crystal?
It was like this blue shimmery liquid.
And nothing else that you touched that maybe was cold?
Nothing comes to mind.
And you sold that piece to the merchant, right?
Yeah, Pelks.
Sounds like we need to visit Pelks.
Yeah,
hey,
I think we need.
Well, first, one last thing I should do is just identify the young lady. That's not something players do, but I can.
That's right. You can identify on a person for any spells that are on them.
Yep. Curses are technically spells.
Kind of.
But still curses a spell. I don't. Yeah.
Some curses are spells.
I say we kill her. Take her
No,
out of her misery.
If you said that out loud, the wolves
No.
behind you growled very loudly if you did that.
Again, clockwork, thinking in my mind. She's dead.
Are you level 4, Marco? Do you just have 20 HP?
What's that?
Did you level up to 4?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Nick's at 21. That's not much better.
Nick might be level 3. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure I updated it.
Yeah, no, next level 4.
Oof.
And is at 27.
Oh. So the
It's just a
token
token didn't update.
Sometimes this is dumb. Sometimes it updates. It's just weird.
Yeah, I'm at 27.
There
No,
it
I'm
is.
at 27.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I put these tokens on there back the previous level, so you have to click off HP, re-click back on it. Like that, see?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God is squishy now. Yay. I was super worried.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at Marco with 20 HP and being like,
That's so sad.
I'm in the back, man. And on top of that, I have a whole 15 AC.
Ooh.
Like I said, this character, I didn't think I was going in this direction. I was going to take Hexblade at this level and then get medium armor, but that got thrown out the window. So now my next ASI, I think I have to take medium armor. There's no way around it.
Why do you need such high AC? You're fine.
fine. Yeah, it's. Remember, this isn't Bailey's game. Not everyone needs a 25 AC.
I know,
It
but
can't hurt.
in my mind,
That's true.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what the game brings. If Marco passes on to the other side, I know what I'm bringing next.
So, quick recap for you, Mariah. We went to the one lady who's suffering the same curse as our contact who died. Curse or maybe disease or poison. Probably a curse. She's very much freezing. Despite being in a sauna. And she might have sold the cursed object to a pawn shop.
Marco, you take three fire damage, by the way, from her prolonged exposure to this fireplace.
How's that freaking possible? I took my
It is
my
that
gear off.
hot in here.
It can't be that hot. It'd be on fire.
I'm just going by the rules.
It's stupid rules.
Listen. It's permafrosted wood. It's fine.
I just cast prestidigitation to cool my clothes.
I'm out of here.
They're magically cooled. I'm fine.
The heat never bothered me anyway.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I'm the opposite. The colds never bothered me.
Nick is perfectly comfortable.
Did Identifier do anything for the lady?
Yeah, are there any active spells on her?
No. No active spells.
Or
Is not a spell, it's not a curse.
Well, yeah, you're screwed if a cleric couldn't do anything for you. Good luck.
You never know. I mean,
I'm too old to beat around the bush, but if we find something, we'll definitely come back and try to save you.
I appreciate that. I just want to be cured of this, and I want to live. Any help would it be? I'd appreciate it.
Make sure if you feel like really bad, try not to die in the same room as your wolves, because that would just be sad.
Noted.
We'll try.
Yep.
All right.
Reese kind of awkwardly shuffles out. And on his way out, he kind of wants to pet the dogs.
Roll an animal handling check, see if they bite you.
Chomp.
Yeah, one of them does take a little snap at you. They don't really take too handily to strangers.
Reese might not be the best with animals, but he knows when to back off.
All right.
I'm not a druid or a cleric, so I can't detect poison and disease.
All right. So you're back on the map again. The next stop would be you have Pelks available, or you can also go to Urgon's cabin.
I think Pelks.
Pelks is a store right here.
I think that's where we should go next, yeah?
Yeah, we should go to Pelks.
Okay.
Is it open?
This place is so different. It's like we're in a different world.
I can only get so many maps, okay? So sitting before you is a very dark cabin with a sign hanging over the door that reads Pelk Curiosities, with an image of a curving dragon used to make the letter P. Though the shop appears closed, the front door is slightly ajar.
I knew we were coming here, so I ritually cast detect magic before we got here.
You don't detect any magic of any sort, at least from this area.
When?
Well,
who does everybody have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
As you enter the shop, you see it is very much ransacked and debris is everywhere in the store. And to the right, near the counter, you actually see 3 hooded individuals that are rummaging through the stuff. And you hear one of them yell out, "We got company!" Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Hold on. There it is.
Seriously?
Man, that advantage, it helped so much.
Yeah, advantage. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Did Lady Kai do Gift of Alacrity today?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. It did double. So that's 23.18. You tied with Reese.
Okay. All right.
Lady Kai, you want to go first, or?
Yep, Lady Kai or Reese, if you want to roll off, if she wants to go first, you guys can decide among yourselves.
I thought your dex would be higher than mine.
The decks are the same,
No,
apparently.
they're the same.
Rollies!
Rollies.
I mean, I can just
Rollies.
wait. My
Rollies.
first round is always crap anyway.
Yeah, my first round does actually do a lot just for protecting the squishies.
Yeah.
Protector of the squishies, he says.
I'll just bless everybody in Blade Song.
Alrighty. Then I guess Reese is up. Room is very, very dark. There's stuff everywhere in the room. There is, however, because there's so much crap on the floor and everything, it is difficult terrain.
Good to know. Just real quick, what color do you want my aura to be? I'm gonna go with gray for now.
As long as it's not red. Because I know I'm red, so. Even though Nick and I are competing with that. Mariah.
Yes.
Okay, and just
a
a reminder.
slightly darker shade of red.
No. You're more blood red.
Okay.
No.
Here, I can actually only make it that far if it's difficult terrain. And I might as well. I have spell slots to burn. And by spell slots, I mean one. Level 2, Armor of Agathis.
Alrighty.
As my skin begins to molt and go molten.
Yeah. Did you want to do fire damage or cold damage with that?
Fire.
Okay,
Might as well do fire.
I don't mind flavoring the damage just to make more sense. I do not mind that at all. And
Yeah.
Lady Kai, you're all set? You already went?
Yep.
All right, we're up to Nick. Nick is up.
Alrighty, he is just gonna stroll right on in.
So yeah, the first step's coming in is not difficult terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't happen until you get to, here. So
Gotcha.
the first step was 5 feet full.
Then I'll get there.
Yep, there you go.
Tiki.
Made it a little interesting.
So
we gotta
how
get combat at least in
intact
the
do we
first 2
want
rounds.
this place to be?
How what?
So how intact do we want this place to be?
Well, it's pretty shitted, so you can't do much more than it already is.
Well, alright
Well,
then.
I mean, you could take down the structure of the building.
Yeah, but people of the town probably wouldn't like that very much.
So, as long as the building's still standing, is I think the answer.
Yeah.
Alright, as long as the building is still standing.
So no shatter, please.
That's
Oh,
what
I
she,
don't
that's
have
why
that
she,
yet.
Oh, I thought that's exactly what you were going to do.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna
Yeah.
fairy fire some folk.
Oh, okay. All right. Take
He's
it the
got
2 on the top there.
Yep.
That is, let's see, a dexterity saving throw, right? The one to the left succeeds with a 20. The one on the right fails with a 3.
Ooh.
So the one on the right is fairy fired. He lights up, and it's pretty dark in here. So even if you didn't have dark vision, you could definitely see him now.
Well, yeah, it's dim light now, as well.
Yep. Anything else, Nick?
Wouldn't this guy also be... Well, like, he got hit. But he would get outlined too because this guy is so close.
I mean, you can see the portion of his face, but he doesn't get get the benefits of the fairy fire portion on him.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you have advantage on the other guy, at least.
It's like, there you are.
Mm-hmm.
Dude and dude. That's as far as he's going to go.
All right, next up is the bandits. They rolled a 7. All right, so we got, let's see. There.
Yeah.
Actually, stay there first. They're going to get out their light crossbows. They're going to start shooting. Let's see, one at Reese, another one at Reese, and the last one at Nick, because you try to cast a spell on them. Let's see, Reese, was a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit, yes.
All right, the 20 hits for 2 damage.
Okay.
And the last one at Nick, 17 hit. Oh, sorry, that's 17 hit.
Indeed.
All right, for Nick, that is going to be 6 damage to Nick.
Ow.
And then coming from the back room, we have 2 more bandits that are coming out. So that one does have line of sight on you, so they will... That's a 19 to hit. That's going to hit Nick for another 5 more damage to Nick.
All right, for the fairy fire.
And so that ends their turn. Marco's up.
Yeah,
What
late
do I
damage
roll
brought
for
up to
concentration?
fairy fire's concentration.
Yeah, oh, what do I roll again for that? I'm blanking.
You roll twice.
Constitution. Yeah, Constitution save.
Let me see.
Constitution save, you need a 10 or higher because, okay, well, first one.
Well, you have blessed.
I have blessed. That's right.
Make a sign.
So that would be, 9 would be 10 automatically, so yep, it stays. Now Marco's up.
Oh yeah, did the guy that hit Reese take the armor regardless damage?
No, that's only on melee attacks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah, it only works on melees.
Let's see. Should I do this?
You gonna cast Fireball inside of a wooden
No.
house?
No,
No,
I don't
fireball's
have fireball.
not square.
I'm just joking.
Fireball?
I don't know if I want to do that. I might wait on that. I'm going to run in and say, yeah, not again. And let's cast. I'm going to shoot a, which one's lit up? This guy here or this guy here?
The one
oh, that
the
guy.
marker.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to look at him and he's going to get a couple Eldritch Blast. Well, first on bonus action, I'm going to hex him.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right. Shit, then I can't do that other thing. That's all right. Screw it. I'm just going to hex him. And I'm going to shoot him with advantage.
Alrighty.
All right, just give me a second. Where's my... Oh, it'll just naturally do it with advantage. Spells. Eldritch Blast. $25 hit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 1d10 and 1d6. Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow. Yeah. He's still up after only taking 3
Wow.
damage.
A whole fucking 3 damage? Seriously. And I'm going to pop back out the room.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Yep.
I mean, you could get the
That
there.
is really freaking bad.
I mean, you get about here, actually.
Why is that? I was
Difficult
originally...
terrain.
I thought you said it didn't start till...
It doesn't start till you get into the building. You get to here.
All right. Whatever.
Anyway, well, Reese, Marco's up, so Lady Kai's up.
Okay. Reese, you got those guys?
Yep.
I'm gonna teleport to the ones up top.
Whoa.
That's my bonus action. With my action, I guess I will booming blade the one in front of me.
Okay, then. Booming whip.
I mean, it's very appropriate for a whip.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
Oh, yeah, I should go ahead and
All right.
make sure.
That guy's dead.
I have it.
Oh. Well then. Wait. I was gonna switch the whip to dagger and I forgot and fucking A.
Well, you still killed him.
It's a D4 either way.
Yeah, but I wanted to dual wield because I can't use a shield. Anyway. Whoopa. I guess I'll step forward then, and that's my turn.
Alrighty then. Reese is up.
Yep. So we're going to start with a hand axe
I'm sure
to the one that is uninjured.
was uninjured. Okay.
.22 to hit.
Yeah.
For 8 damage.
Yeah, that one goes down.
And second less magical hand axe for the offhand on the other guy. Yeah, it's a nat 1.
Yeah, being that one.
Fairy fire.
Ah. Roll again.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Nick.
Oh.
13.
13 is a hit.
Yeah.
13 is a hit.
And let me just, I don't get Elemental Wrath on this one. I just get the D4. That's 1 damage.
Wow. This guy is getting some blows, but he's hanging in there.
Yeah, he just better hope he doesn't hit me.
Save.
Oh.
Anything else there, Reese?
That's all I can do.
All right, Nick's up again.
Alrighty. Well, Nick is definitely tossing an Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Yep, you get advantage because you're a firefighter.
I don't think he's going to last.
That'll be a hit. Yeah, he definitely gone now. His head blew clean off on that one.
Oh.
No, you didn't. You didn't take the agonizing blast.
Oh no, he did.
Oh, it's just not rolling.
It's not calculating
agonizing
it.
blast.
And repelling blast.
Oh, well, I'm saying is it didn't add to the damage on the on your die roll.
Yeah.
You got to add it to your sheet.
So really, he did 13 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yep.
On a single Eldritch Blast? Yeah.
I love Eldritch Blast with the extra one. Anything else, Nick?
I'll probably hop up on this counter here.
Okay. Yeah, that's difficult terrain still, so you can keep walking if you need to.
Here is good.
All I could see is that scene from Jack Sparrow, like running across the food table. That movie.
Exactly.
Just make sure you add the +5 to your on your sheet there for the Eldritch Blast.
+4, but yeah.
The +4, I mean, yeah.
Plus
Okay. All right. Next up will be the bandits. At least what's left of them. So this one, well, you're the closest, unfortunately. He's gonna pull out a scimitar and swing it. 12. Does 12 hit? Nick?
It does not.
I didn't think so. And for Lady Kai, the one in front of you, that's a 7. I ain't gonna cut it either. Marco, you're back up again.
All right. So the one up here, I'm going to take a shot at. I'm going to move my hex over to him.
Yeah, I figured you would. I was about to ask.
Dog. These fucking dice are ridiculous. I'm going to get another beer. I'm done.
Oh no!
Who all is blessed? Because blessed only targets 3 people.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, you can't target. Yeah. You can only do 3, not 4.
Yeah, I would not be one of them. So.
You have to leave someone out.
Then I guess Marco isn't blessed.
All right.
Everyone else already used it, so I can't be like, nope.
Okay, that's fine. Lady Kai, you're back up again with the bandit in front of you. He took a swing at you with a scimitar and missed.
I guess I'm gonna booming blade again.
Worked last time. Yeah, 15's a hit. Ooh, that's a big hit. He's still up.
I'm gonna step out of his attack range, but by going behind a wall for cover.
Okay. So you're stepping out of range, though? Are you going for cover, you said?
Yep.
Alright. He misses with an 8. That's about as far as you can go.
Yep. That's my turn. I don't have any bonus actions, I don't think.
Alrighty. Reese is back up again. Gonna hop up on the counter there.
Hey, returning the favor.
Yeah, 22 is gonna hit.
For another 8 damage.
8 damage, right? That was dead.
I would like to point out 8 damage is the minimum I can do on my first hit.
I'm aware of that.
I I'm legit walking away, like walking away from an explosion, quite almost literally.
Reese, you do have one more square movement, I believe.
I do have one more square of movement. There's no other doors over there. Step on his corpse.
Alrighty. Nick is up. As far as you can move over to the left, I think he's still going to have at least half cover, though, on you.
Yeah, why not? We'll go for another Eldritch Blast. Yeah, sorry.
Uh, 15?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
15, but you get less. We've established.
Even with 3/4 cover, that might still hit.
Alright, that does hit. Alright. You take the shot. He grazes his shoulder as he peeks around the corner with his arms up, but you take him out anyways. He was about to say, I give up, and dies.
Ooh, was he surrendering?
He was.
My bad, guys.
Nobody saw it. Nobody was looking that way. You're fine.
He wasn't surrendering when you cast the spell. He was only surrendering when the spell was already in motion. It's fine.
I'm looking the other way. Reese can't see him because he's behind a wall. You're the only person that saw that.
And maybe Marco.
I saw it.
He saw everything.
Oh yeah, Marco saw everything.
He's like, he peeked around the corner like with his hands up, and then next thing you know, poof.
The threat is over. We're out of initiative. Your store is yours. Once again, it is completely trashed every which way. These guys were obviously looking for something in the store, but you don't know what, because unfortunately they're all dead. What would you like to do?
Help? You're around. Are you okay?
No response.
Does anybody have what the hell?
Dang it, Mariah.
My bad.
I get blasted. I was blasting.
Spirit of dying?
Just like...
Anybody got Spirit of dying?
Well, I will guarantee you that Spirit of Dying is not going to work on this one right here.
No, not that one, but the one we just killed.
He was hexed, fairy fired, and his head was completely blown off from the shoulders. I think he's done.
I have... Well, I mean, that last guy just also...
This guy, his total arm was completely ripped off his body. So this guy's also completely dead.
I mean, you can survive without an arm.
I forgot that my booming blade is no longer booming blade.
I do have, healing
right.
kit.
You could have moved anyways. Because all he could do was put his arm out there and he's still going to blown off.
Yeah.
My booming blade is now frozen mist, so it would have frozen off.
Ah, neat. So all four of us have prestidigitation.
Uh-huh.
And this place is a mess. And we're looking for things.
Yeah, on top of being a complete crime scene from being overturned looking for something from a bunch of bandit robbers, that was also a murder scene, so...
I mean, it's not our investigation on that part. You know, we're just looking for a thing. So
Well, yeah.
Can we
if we're gone before the authorities, we should be good.
check out some of
The
the
only
bodies?
person who knows we were coming here is probably going to be a block of ice tomorrow. So
Yep, so you check the bodies, there's nothing out the ordinary on them, they just had scimitars and crossbow bolts. So the only thing you do find on them is you do see an insignia of a dragon on them.
Obviously part of some group.
is it an insignia of a dragon that any of us would recognize?
Roll a history check.
I've been around the world, why not?
Yeah, why not?
It is.
Me and my -1.
It's a cool dragon.
Big numbers.
Cool dragons.
Oh,
Joy, you easily recognize this, and Nick definitely recognized this. Interesting thing about this dragon, it has 5 heads.
oh.
And Nick, you definitely know that this is an insignia for Tiamat.
Strange. Dragons don't normally have 5 heads. Normally do have just the one. Wonder what that's about.
That's my ex-husband's twin sister.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
That is your
what?
sister-in-law?
Technically, yeah.
Well, ex-sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have no words.
Honestly, I think our marriage was kind of a sham because we kind of got married under his name. Like, at his church.
I mean,
Self-serving, huh?
It's kind of
It's
kind of funky.
You hear in your head, honey, we got a discount on the rate.
it doesn't make it better. That makes it worse.
She literally just like jumps and goes, motherfucker, and she fucking looks around.
This isn't a place.
Good?
Is this a place of worship?
I'm going to take one of the scimitars.
Well, yeah, you have a very heavily used scimitar. Nothing special.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for anything special.
So
Well, the rest of the shop is yours if you want to keep searching.
the main thing we should be looking for is an inventory or manifest. See if anything might have been sold.
That would be logical. And let's look in this back room to see if there's any survivors.
Yeah, good thing I'm in the back and there's a bunch of stuff here.
All right. Yeah, you canvass the desk back there. There's a lot of listing of items and such like that you do see on there. Let's see. Just reading through everything. You do find a manifest list of various things that were bought, set, and sold. You do find one items in particular. You see a vial sold to one. Gotta scroll down for this. Sorry. Was sold to a Mr. Arl Bortok.
Is Oral spelled like the Frost Maiden?
No.
How is that spelled?
You just listed as this name right here.
Oh, Arl.
Arl. Like Carl without the C.
Arl. No,
That kills people.
Somebody got the reference.
Just take out the R in Bortok and add a C.
Yeah.
And the best at the end.
I don't have to look. I don't have to look, you, Mariah. I know it's you. All right.
Alrighty.
I'm checking out
There is a door. There is a door right here.
There's also like something under here. I'm checking everything.
All right, make an investigation for me. As you search through
Trapdoors!
things.
Woo!
Yep. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Allows of foods, goods, storage, rope, stuff like that. Anything you normally find at a normal store, general store. It's pretty much back here. Nothing really sticks out to you as anything special.
I'm not finding any curios, and I'm very sad about it.
Reese is going to go up to Nick and Marco and say, "Hey, I'm gonna take a rest. I need one of you to carry me as a ring. Just I'll know what's going on. If you need me to like do something, just throw me at the thing you need." And then Reese like clears out a little spot so that he doesn't get lost among the rubbish, and then pops into his ring and begins taking a short rest.
Okay then.
Nick will pick it up and put it in his pocket.
I am. Yeah, I'm just looking at all the bodies, see if there's anything on them.
Each one is identical, the same scimitar.
Yep, I figured scimitar. So that's 5 scimitars.
5 scimitars, 5 light crossbows, and each one of them has an insignia class of the Tiamat symbol.
So 5 crossbows. Light crossbows, right?
Light crossbows, yes.
And Tiamat symbols, right?
If you want to grab them and carry them around with you, sure.
You never know; they might come in handy.
You're in a ring, you can't talk. Chirp, chirp.
No, that's fair. I hear what's going on, and I'm just like muttering to myself inside the ring.
Well, that was me and Mark the other day when I'm in a tournament for Final Fantasy VI. We're in a team of 3, and the guy that's running, each team has like a top level player, a mid level player, and a bottom player. And the bottom player was running, and we were watching him. It was like us standing on the sidelines yelling like an NFL game, but we're in a soundproof booth. Like they could, like obviously he couldn't talk to him. He couldn't hear us, but we're like going like, and he couldn't hear a thing because we can't talk to him directly. But that's pretty much what it was.
So Reese is gone for an hour while we investigate.
So you want to go to this back room here?
Look, Reese's only real contribution to investigation is it evil? And I can't do that right now because I'm out of spell slots.
What's Nick doing right now? Besides tap dancing on the table still.
I feel like he'd be just perusing the stuff, see if there's anything interesting. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much anything you'd find at a general store. One thing you guys do know is that this fireplace is out. There's nothing active in it.
Nick will look at that.
No, it's just a knocked out fireplace. There's a lot of soot. It hasn't been cleaned in a while from the last burn or whatever it was. It was kept. It's been kind of sitting there cold and not in use right now.
I got your back, Lady Kai, if you want to go through the door.
I've been trying for 10 minutes.
It's a back room. And you see something laying on the bed across the room from you. As you approach the bed and what appears to be a possible statue in bed, you quickly realize that this is a frozen form of an elven female laying in the bed. Frozen, stiff, and dead. There's several cups of tea and a kettle next to the bed that have gone cold a very, very long time ago, and you can surmise that this is probably Pelk, who has succumbed to the illness that's plaguing this area.
Huh.
Is it me or is she hot?
Oh, no, very. But
Okay.
died faster than the girl
Yeah.
that told her the cursed whatever.
I wonder if there's a hiding place somewhere that she would have hid, like, valuables.
I don't know. I'm casting Detect Magic just in case.
All right. You do get a ping. Well, these doors are closed right here. You do get a ping in here.
If you're pinging, I'm not seeing it.
I'm on the wrong layer because I had to reveal her in the bed. You get a ping from this cabinet.
Oh, I go to the cabinet.
As you look in the cabinet, there's not much in there. You run a roll investigation to look further.
I say you do it and give yourself guidance.
Whatever
Well, if you're
it is,
helping
I
her,
can
you
see
can
the
give
aura.
her. If you're helping her, you can have advantage
Well,
if
I
you're
don't-
proficient in it.
I'm not proficient in it.
Okay,
So
then, no.
Whatever it is, I can see the aura with Detect Magic.
before you do anything, I say don't touch it, whatever it is. We don't know.
You do sense there's a false bottom in this armoire.
It might be trapped.
I haven't rolled,
Did I take?
but yeah, I look for the way to open it. I'm proficient in thieves' tools, if that helps.
There you go.
All right, yeah, you get, do another check with your thieves' tools. Let's try to fish to see where this false bottom may open from. Yeah, 20. All right, yeah, so you figured out there is a hook there on the front right side, and you lift it up. And inside there's a couple of cloths and stuff, but underneath the cloth and stuff like that, you do see this, at least the hilt of it.
That looks special.
What school of magic am I getting?
You are getting...
If it's +1, it's transmutation.
It is... Well, it's transmutation anyways.
Okay. Well, before I touch it, I suppose I should identify it through my
Flopping fish.
You're going to throw a fish on top of it and identify it again?
I mean, it's gonna fly and then just flop on top.
That poor fish.
Like, vey.
He's fine. He loves his life.
Alright. Let me just open it up real quick here.
I'm switching between rituals, which works fine because Reese is resting. I don't know why he had to rest inside the ring.
Did that pop up for you guys or no?
No.
No, it should have.
Sword of the Owl. Longsword +1. That's nice.
Ooh. Oh, that's really useful.
What? Wisdom checks and wisdom saving throws. Ah. So you can. This feels like it was put here very specifically for a certain reason.
You guys might have magical items and you need certain things, so why not?
I guess it's safe to grab.
Is this attunement?
No, actually it's not.
Okay.
Oh, something that lets you cast a spell and is not attunement. Awesome.
If only one of us could use a longsword.
I mean, I could, but I'm not strong enough.
Reese is probably screaming in his ring. Oh, he's with Nick. He had no idea.
Oh, no.
Oh, for now it goes in the bag of holding.
By the way, Sean, this is the item I was talking about like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay, on the way out, I'm going to start looking for familiar components.
There's plenty of charcoal in the thing, I guess.
Well, he didn't die. But like I said, anything you'd find in that normal general store is probably here, although this place has been ransacked at least once, possibly twice.
Yeah, it just
so there's
seems
not really
little
much left there except for your general store stuff. Unfortunately,
just seems
they did not
curious that this place is so ransacked and nobody came through here.
Well, bandits don't have much of a use for charcoal and what was it called?
Incense.
Incense. So if there's any...
Well, actually, no. This far north, bandits might have use for charcoal.
Yeah, I'd say freaking warm.
What if they use firewood and not charcoal already? Charcoal
Depends
fires is a modern thing, guys.
It depends if there's the Clean Coal Initiative and...
Well, I think blacksmiths would have used charcoal.
Well, I mean, coal at least.
Yeah. Anywho, so this is interesting. Is there anything else? I just want to make sure these bandits didn't have anything on them as far as did they find anything?
No.
Which it sounds like no.
They were, as far as you could tell, they had nothing on them that could have been from the stores, so whatever it was, you caught them in the act and they didn't find what they were looking for. And
did the ledger help us out? That was...
Yeah, it had the name, that's the R...
Right.
Arl name.
Arl
Bortalk, who purchased the item. An
So
item of question, maybe.
We need to find Arl. We need to find the bandits' base because I want all the curio they stole. I love curios. Trinkets!
So do we go back to what's his name's and see if we can figure out who Arl is?
I'm just chilling in my lounge with my disassembled wagon, and I hear Lady Kai from the other room yelling trinkets. I'm like, what?
Trinkets!
Oh my god.
Let's go.
All right, so where are you going? Sorry.
Well, we have to figure out who Arl is or where does he live.
Yep.
We could probably ask the town master again.
Yeah, and let him know that what's her name? Perk? Perk is dead.
Pelk.
Pelk has passed on.
Her full name is, you would have found it from the ledgers and stuff. Her full name is Verla Pelk.
I realized that she was perky, but you need to calm down, Marco.
Oh my god. I thought I got that stuff out of you guys from the freaking lounge from.
Yeah, but she gave me the cold shoulder.
Us.
Clearly,
she gave me the cold shoulder. So you know.
All right, so you're going to Erlo's.
What a cold bitch.
Wow.
Just ignoring
Sorry,
you.
Elrose. You going to Elrose, or where are you going?
We're going anywhere that we can find out who Arl is. So
That seems like the best person to ask.
I think so, and let him know.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real ice queen, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You gotta let it go.
That's me.
Gotta let it go. I love it. I was waiting for somebody to come out with it.
Oh, man.
All the work I put into AI art for you guys.
I'm done.
I hope so.
Reese in the Ring has no context for all of these puns.
So you're going to Elrose, right?
Yes.
All
Not
right, we'll
even
stay on
Rick
this
has-
map. Elrose says he does not recognize that name. Maybe they're a visitor from out of town. You might want to try the hotel or something.
Okay.
We let him know that she has succumbed to her illness, to the Blue Death.
Yep. And
Tolgi?
bandits were ransacking. No. Hulk.
Poke.
Oh, that explains why we haven't seen her in a few days. Then she wasn't.
And-
Yes, her place was being ransacked by bandits. We stopped it. There might be more bandits. I don't know where their base is. We might try to look into that because I want their trinkets.
They had they had symbols of Tiamat with them.
I'm not sure about where these bandits would be, although we've had some run-ins with them over the past few weeks or so. But I, for one, also don't know where their base is.
All right, let's head to the inn and see if we can figure this out. Thank you.
All right, we're going back to the Jelly Dwarf.
I guess we'll go talk to the person in charge or the barkeep or somebody.
I still have detect magic up because it takes a while and I'm just constantly ritual casting, I guess.
All right. There you go. You guys are all set to go in the Jelly Dwarf now.
Yep.
Cool. The only differences from we see this morning, there's a party over here, and there's a woman playing the fiddle off to the side, very slow kind of music, and just kind of setting a vibe mood.
Is Reese still lounging?
Yeah, I still got another 20 minutes left in the ring.
Cool. I'll just set myself outside then.
All right.
Excuse me. I forgot his name, so we're just going to call him Dave. Excuse me, Sir Dave.
I
Yeah, how can I help you this evening? Did you like your stay the other night?
Oh, absolutely. The accommodations were fabulous.
Well, that's what we get from the Uthadern government. This is a great place and village.
And let me tell you what, the Booyah base was very good, very satisfying. Thank you very much.
I'll let my wife know that.
Yes. I have a question for you, sir. Did you maybe rent a room to a person named Arl?
Maybe.
Ortok?
I mean,
Ortok?
you're not really supposed to tell people of your stays like that, but, maybe for some information I might be able to, as he taps the counter.
I tapped the counter back. 2 people are dead. Another one is about to die. This person might be carrying a cursed item on them. I suggest you just tell me who or where he is, because your life, your wife's life, and any kids you have around here might be in danger.
Well, make a persuasion check then.
persuasion or intimidation?
Or intimidation, whichever you're trying to go for there.
Absolutely persuasion. I mean, it just seems logical to me that
Persuading,
You know.
like a cop.
8.
What is
Well,
with these rolls today?
I have no idea. Well, I can definitely tell you that information, I do care. I know you do care, but, that information does, come with certain things.
That comes with your life. Is that what you're worried about? Are you worried about one gold piece for your are your kids and is your family's life worth one gold piece? Honestly?
I slapped down 2 gold. Just tell him.
Thank you, miss. I do appreciate that. Table over there of 4. The bigger gentleman in the back there, I believe, is the name to put down for the rooms. He points to this table right here.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, you have a heart of gold, sir, and may you have a good night. Asshole.
Did you actually say the asshole part?
No, I'm fucking thinking it in my head.
I whispered it a little bit on his way when he was walking away.
As you approach the table there, you do see 2 human males, older in their years. Also sitting at the table are 2 much younger tieflings, females.
I just look at Nick and I just give him
Nick, are you hanging out with the filler over there? Are you trying to do something?
He was just gonna be playing along with her on the fiddle.
Just doing a little tune together.
Yep.
Go and roll a performance, see how you do here.
See what the
Well, she, as you start playing it like that, she's immediately startled, and she does a little on her violin as she rolled a natural 1. So you definitely scared her back a little bit, and she's very intimidated of you right now. That you're a much better player than her.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can keep playing. You're very good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just trying something new, and it's kind of lonely up here, and I try to do what I can for the people that come through.
That's very noble.
So let me ask a question. Hex. As a bonus action, I could put it on somebody else. What kind of moves would that be? Like, I want to try to put the hex on this Arl guy without him knowing it. I mean, I don't even know what. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have to do.
That would be a sleight of hand.
Guidance? If he wants to try it?
Yeah, I want to do it from a
Bardic inspiration?
I would want to do it. Whoa, what the hell is that? Let's do a line.
You can do it from all the way across the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 90 feet, so you can do it from like the bar, almost where the bar you're standing.
Yeah, so right where I'm at, I'd probably cast it.
Which one? This one or this one?
Are they both humans?
They're both. These 2 are human males. These 2 are female tieflings.
Did he point out?
You wouldn't even have to cast a new hex.
No, I wouldn't. I just need to. That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Yeah,
I'm already concentrating on it, so I could just put it on a person. So I don't think I need to do any sleight of hand or anything. All I got to do is like point or like. If there's like a ceiling or something, I was like, oh, look at the ceiling over there, and actually putting the hex on one of these guys.
You would have to recast it.
Why?
Well, no,
because time out. You're more than 90 feet from the last target you had. So I say to move it to a new target that's way more than 90 feet away. You'd have to recast it.
Yeah, but the target's dead. So once it's dead, I'm still concentrating on it. That's the way it's always been.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you could concentrate on it. You don't have to be next.
Yeah, no, it's not 90 feet from the target. It's 90 feet from the caster.
Right, but
I mean,
Curse a new creature.
it's
It
never
doesn't
been that
say it
way.
moves to it. Okay, I'll let it go. Go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
I want you to be comfortable with it, but that's the way it's been.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we'll
And
go with it. I mean, I was just going
I mean,
by the fact that
because if you look, look at the higher levels. When you cast a spell using a spell slot at 3rd or 4th level, you can maintain your concentration for up to 8 hours. So, are you saying that? Are you thinking
it just feels weird because even if you upcast at say 5th level, right, and you cast on something, you're trying to tell me that if you curse something in one town and then 24 hours
yes,
later travel to a completely different town that you
as long as
can,
that target's
without
dead,
having to cast a 1st level spell, you can point to somebody else 24 hours away in another city and not have to cast the spell?
yes.
Yeah. If you're concentrating on it, which is
If you're
wasting your turn, it wastes your turn for 24 hours. So you probably wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't be able to, because then you'd have a level of exhaustion. You'd be up for 24 hours. But for 8 hours, I could cast it on something and concentrate on it for 8 hours if I wanted to.
Okay.
It was designed that way largely so that rangers and warlocks could make their limited spell slots stretch further.
Okay. No worries. Which one are you targeting?
Did he point out which one it was?
The bigger one.
Then that's who I'm putting it on.
Are you choosing a particular skill or a ability?
Let's do intelligence.
Interesting.
I don't know what else to do. So,
All right.
He's technically dumber for 20 minutes.
So you're trying to introduce
Not
somebody
really.
and making him dumber. No, I'm just kidding.
It's checks, so it's not really. It barely comes up, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over and introduce myself and say hello.
I don't know why your token's bigger than theirs, but anyways.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. How can we help you this evening?
Am I addressing Mr. Arl?
Yes.
Ortok?
Yes. I be Arl Bortok. This is my husband over here, Fenton Tethwick, and our 2 daughters, which are Honor and Magic.
Oh, nice. May I say you have a lovely family.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
My name's Marco, and this is Lady Kai. We are investigators for the town, and we have some questions, if that's okay.
Sure, we're more than happy to help. What would you like to know?
So we were at the general store, and the owner is dead. I'll just come right out and say it. And
oh, sorry to hear that.
We are trying to track down a cursed device or a cursed item. And going through the inventory, we know that she sold you something. May we see it?
Sure. I mean, it's up in my room if you would like me to fetch it for you.
Don't touch it. Have you touched it with your hands?
Yeah, we've all touched it. Why?
Oh. No problem. There's been a rash of people dying from. I don't want to beat around the bush, but they've been dying of freezing to death. They basically become ice cubes. So I don't know if the item she sold you is the cursed item, or if it's not, but you already touched it, so you might as well bring it down and we could investigate it.
Yes, I will. I will at once. And he scurries off to go fetch the item for you for a minute.
So I trust you're all feeling well. None of you are particularly cold, chilly.
No, the one of the tiefling pipes like no, nothing out of the ordinary.
That's good. Worst comes to worst, this is the wrong item and it's something else.
Yeah, and we're mistaken, which I hope we are.
Yeah, they seem like a nice family. Also, man, the fact that Reese is getting front row seats to Nick's performance.
I'm a fucking hermit. This is taking a lot of energy from me.
He does return, and he wrapped up, and he has this. He's holding something in his hands, wrapped up in a handkerchief right now. Says this is the item we purchased from her. We we're collectors of interesting books and like that. And we saw this very pretty vial, and my daughters really liked it, so we paid their 100 gold for it.
Okay, Lady Kai, do you want to do what you do?
Sure, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'd like to just take a look. My cute little fish is gonna float off of my shoulder and wrap around the vial.
And you're gonna detect a
I'm going to identify.
Alrighty. Stand by as I update the sheet.
So my idea is, because did the detect project pop up when...
It's not magical, actually.
Okay. Which means...
You might be better off looking with like your herbalism kit or something.
What your information comes back to is that this is a vial known as frigid woe.
Oh.
And long story short, sorry for visit to our listeners and viewers. Basically, every 10 days, a creature must roll a Constitution saving throw versus a DC 11. Each time they fail, they lose 5 feet of movement. Once their movement speed gets to 0, they turn into a solid statue of ice.
We don't know what the antidote is, though, right?
No, you do not.
I have
All
to...
you know is that magical healing and herbal healing and such like that does not work on this.
Okay. Well, Lady Kai, it's you.
Okay, so what I say is, okay, I think I've read of this at some point, maybe in the last 1,000 years, but it's a very old poison disease created by really old mages. As for the cure, I might be able to find it in a book somewhere. But yeah, if anyone opened this, or if it perspirated...
As you look at the cloth as it's sitting there, you do see the cloth slowly turning blue. It looks like the vial is leaking.
Oh,
I'm stepping back.
Yeah, no, get away. I'm getting away. Please get away. Please get away from that. Okay.
Just be sure your fish touched it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can your fish make a Constitution saving throw then? It fails, so it has contracted the frigid woe illness.
Yeah, I had already given up on it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So there are various porta potties around if you want to. Do
I
the
want to.
ceremony of flushing of a fish down the drain.
That is so mean. I mean, he still has a couple days.
Yeah, so every 10 days he has to make the Constitution saving throw again. Along
Okay.
with along with the 4 people sitting at this table.
So I want to grab the vial.
That's at least 60 days before they die.
I want to grab the vial with my mage hand.
Yep, you can do that. It's not going to affect you through a mage hand.
Yeah, I want to start walking back over here, and I want to put it on top of the bar.
The bartender's like, "You're not touching my bar with that thing."
Do you have any wax back there?
Yeah, I got some candle stuff in the back.
Can you get me some wax, please?
Yeah, he goes in the back and fetches several sticks of wax. He grabbed like about 5 of them.
I put it on the bar, and I start. All right, I need to wait for Reese.
Oh. You'd be close enough after the interview. Chat, going to get it, come back, chat more. You'd be okay.
I thought, am I needed?
Yeah. So what I want to do is take the candle wax and put it over the glass so we can make a seal.
I will say, after you pop out, this girl shrieks when you pop back out.
But yeah, I mean, what does me popping out look like, though?
It's like a red fiery mist almost as you kind of reappear from the ring as you kind of appear the ring kind of pops off Nick's hand out of Nick's hand, and you kind of materialize coming out of the ring like a finger. It starts with a finger, and you're swirling like fiery mist comes out as you reappear.
Does the ring pop on the floor and like does it like flop around a little bit like like shake little convulsions?
It's Jafar from Aladdin 2.
Yeah, except you kind of form out of the middle of the ring. Like it starts with the ring finger, and you kind of materialize out from that. Like it floats in the air. Like it floats in the air for a split second as you materialize out of it.
Gotta love it. Yeah, I can help you melt some wax.
Excellent.
Just try not to damage my counter, okay?
Piss off.
Excuse me?
You heard me. You're the one this thing could kill everybody in here, but you wanted 2 gold pieces. Unbelievable.
Let it go, Marco.
Nothing in the world is free. Unless you take it, but
Well.
So.
Life's easy. Don't be a dick.
Between being able to summon a small flame and control flames, I can keep the small flames circling over the wax to melt it.
I'm holding the
Easy
wax,
enough.
like I'm holding up the thing with the. So, do we have a good sense that this is sealed now?
Sure. You two make a. How about you both make a joint Arcana check to see if you completely cased it with your magical abilities that you're using.
Now I have proficiency. Do you want you want me to help you, or?
I have a -1.
I'll probably roll it. Hey, Lady Kai, can you give me a little help?
What are we doing? Sorry?
I need guidance.
We're sealing the leak in the vial with wax.
I think you're basically encasing the whole thing at this point.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have just encased it in ice for now.
Oh well, you
Drop
should
it
have
in a
said that
glass
before. Yeah, drop it in a glass of water and see if it makes the water. All right,
I'll just freeze it.
Yeah.
Oh,
13.
You do a pretty good job of it together to encase the whole thing. It used a little bit more wax than you probably could have, but you, with the amount of wax that the bartender gave you, you sufficiently probably encased it pretty well.
yeah.
Okay. I'm still not touching it.
It's not the greatest. It's not the greatest wax encasing job in the world, but it looks like you got the job done.
Yeah. And then, clean up with prestidigitation.
So sorry about that. We will try to get you reimbursed for that. But also, all of you are probably ill right now and just don't know it. We will see if we can find a cure.
I wouldn't leave until you hear back from us.
Although I will say that the warmth did seem to help Tulgi.
She's still
Possibly.
hanging on. Yeah.
Well, it's more of just like how strong you are as a physically. Like how strong your antibodies in your body are. It's a disease.
Are you looking at them?
What do you mean? Are you
Lady
looking
Kai,
at
you're
it?
talking to them, right?
Yeah, that's what I was telling them. Yeah, we'll try to get you reimbursed. Sorry about that. You're probably sick.
Make a perception check. All right. As you're talking to them, you notice that Arl and Honor, you see that on their forearms, you see bluer than normal veins on their forearms.
Oh, those aren't normal.
No.
Are they? I say that out loud.
What's not normal?
The veins that you have right there and there.
Immediately, Fenton pipes up and goes, we'll do whatever we can to help you. Try to find whatever this antidote is.
Okay. Well, you can come with us to the town master, and hopefully he can guide us towards possible books that might have the information that we need to find the cure.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you. You three just stay here and tells Magic. You keep an eye on them. I'll be right back. So Fenton will accompany you.
Just try to keep warm. Try to keep healthy. Eat well. It usually doesn't move very fast. You should be fine for a good while.
We'll do.
How long ago did you get the vial?
It was approximately two or 3 weeks ago.
Oh dear. We should move.
That's only a third of the minimum time it takes to kill someone.
What if there's a kid? I'm not.
Two of them are kids. Yeah, you got 2 kids here.
Two of them
all touched him.
What I'm saying is we have a month.
Through conversations with them, these 2 are adopted daughters, by the way.
Yeah, I think we figured that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could be one of their kids.
It's possible they weren't adopted, but now we know they are.
Yeah, what if she announced herself? Or one of
Or-
them to
Or just from prior marriage.
That's simpler.
They don't look half; they look whole.
Anything else
What
here?
does that mean?
What? What am I? I didn't say anything wrong. I'm just saying they look like full tieflings, not half tieflings.
There's no such thing as a half tiefling. Tieflings come from human marriages all the time.
That is true.
It's true.
All right. Hey, I'm 17. It's news to me. All right. With that being said, what else do we want to do with this vial? Any other protections before we grab it?
I mean, it's well in case it's definitely not leaking out of it, so.
All right. So we'll just grab it, I guess. Put it in the bag of holding.
Part of me wants
Yeah,
to be nice anyway, but yeah, sure.
it can't go in my ring because the wax would melt.
That is true.
I think the bag of holding is the best place for it because we could only go in our rings once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just try it eventually.
We might need it for the antidote. We don't know this yet.
We don't.
Let's go talk to the town elder and see if maybe he has some clues for us on what to do next.
Yep.
All right.
There weren't very many books at the store, right?
No. No, there's no books on the history of Aeorian lore, no. So you're back at Elro's. You're bringing Fenton along with you, along with the wax casing of the vial. Again, Tomlston's sitting there with Elro, enjoying some tea.
Mm-hmm.
And doing research?
Yeah, definitely.
You're right.
We let him know what we found. The fridge woe. And
I think it's supposed to be frigid.
I know, but it says fridge, so I'm going with that.
Does it really? Did I just copy paste it? I did, motherfucker.
It should be the frigid woe.
Should be
right?
frigid row.
Frigid woe. Okay.
Not refrigerator Perry. Whoa, no.
Then the vial will be a lot bigger. We let him know that the frigid woe is the culprit here. It's making everybody sick, and we have a bunch of sick people. Any idea on if you know anything about the antidote?
I don't know of any antidote, unfortunately, but we do know that this vial came from Aeor up in Isocross, and judging from what you have told me and everything, I think that's probably where Ergon got it. So if there's an antidote to be had, it's probably there.
That's what I figured. Okay.
But thank you for this investigation so far, and I will reward you for doing a very good job of this and getting to the root of the matter, and he will pay each of you 100 gold.
Oh, nice.
And he will go on and say, I hate to press upon this further, but obviously we have a serious issue in our town with multiple people cursed with this woe. I will definitely take you to wherever you need to go, along with 200 gold each, if you can go get this antidote for the townspeople.
Can we get a guide? Can we get a guide to the Lost City, so that way we could at least get there? I think that's where we need to go, right?
Well,
that's super far.
Well, we'll send you. Well, I'll definitely do your arrangements for a boat passage over there, and once you get there, make contact with a Morgo Adelwar. She will probably tell you where to go from there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where we need to go, right? I mean, that's our. Maybe we could find a book or something about the antidote.
I mean, if we want to keep
How
on this
how
quest,
long
sure, I guess.
how long would it take to get there?
It's going to take, unfortunately, it's going to take you about 4 or 5 days to get there. By boat.
So it'll take us 10 days to get there and back at minimum.
Well, actually, getting back would not be the problem. If you're actually able to find an antidote, you can actually talk to, well, we call them the buyer. They can send that immediately through these magical chest, which is connected to one here in my establishment, and it can be immediately transported back here.
Ah,
Okay. Well, that makes things a little easier.
yep, that does. That's gives
All
us
right.
more time.
So, is that what we're doing?
So you
Yeah,
just
what's Thomas?
Yep. So he just gave you 400 gold, and he's offering you another 800 gold plus passage to wherever you want to go afterwards.
So, do we
Oh.
collect it now or later, or when we come back?
Well, you can get it later.
I mean,
You gotta complete the mission first.
there's no other store here, right?
I'm in. Let's go.
I mean, essentially giving you a total of like over a platinum to do all this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said 800, 200 each.
Yep, 200
Not yet.
plus passage by boat to wherever you need to go.
Right. So right now we got 100. Right. So when we complete the mission, we'll get
another
200
100
each.
each.
Another 100 each.
200. Another. He already gave you 100 each for 400, and he's going to offer you another 800 total plus passage.
Right.
Okay.
So we'll each get 200 when we get back. All right. Sounds good. Let's go.
I guess. That's the only. If you think that's the quickest way to get to the continent we're trying to get to.
Unless somebody knows something different.
Nick, what do you
there a
think?
quicker way?
You're kind of quiet there.
Honestly, he's just sort of like, yeah. I mean, if there's money involved, I mean, you could send me to the Nine Hells.
All right then.
Really?
I'm just
Well,
excited
I would
to.
prefer not to go to the Nine Hells, but you know.
Isn't there a
For the
layer
right
of the Nine
price.
Hells isn't there a layer of the Nine Hells that's all about tempting you with money?
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, so we're moving on to the.
Get on the ship.
I am trusting. Yeah, is Thomaston staying with Elro, or?
Yeah, he'll stay here with Elro to make sure you guys get paid.
Mm-hmm. Definitely that, and no other reason.
Mm-hmm. That I don't want to keep playing a character with you guys. I want you guys to be enjoying it, not just me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hate DMs that play NPCs for like months on end, honestly. I do hate it. But he is an NPC that you were looking for, and you have to escort him, so... And if you're escorting this guy to a certain place, you probably don't want to put him into one of the most dangerous places on the planet.
I don't mind the NPCs as long as they don't turn into like leaders in a way.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do that
Should
either.
be followers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there any like gear we should be taking?
Well, the general store is kaput, right? Is there a magic shop?
Well, that was a curio shop, and it got ransacked.
Well, I mean, there's still like basic supplies like food and stuff like that. Elro will tell you that he'll put an armed guard now that he knows that the store is abandoned, so to speak. So he will put an armed guard there, but take what you need because you're assisting the town. So no cost to whatever, you just grab what you need and basically, but it's basic supplies. You're talking about rope, food, stuff like that. I mean, that's all there really is left.
Yeah.
Like an extra layer of clothes, maybe, stuff like that. You could probably grab from there.
Definitely. Grab some extra clothes. Grab some extra rations if they're there.
Oh, yep. There's a bunch of rations there.
So how many can we grab?
I feel bad for Toby because
There's
based on her
plenty there.
condition,
There's at least 80 rations worth of food in that store.
based on her condition, I don't think Toby's gonna make it another 5 days.
She could always come with us.
It
When
wouldn't
she
really
was
help.
moving through the house, though, I will say that
Depends on how long we take.
she was moving extremely slowly.
Still depends how long we take. She could be at the very start of her last week on this earth.
Yeah, I mean, optimistically. Feels kind of like a die roll as to whether or not she makes it through.
Oh, we should probably try to hurry then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably guess you have at least about 15 days, maybe pushing 15 days. And it takes about 5 days to get there, plus however long it's going to take to whatever the site is that Oregon actually found this stuff.
You need to get a snowmobile.
Did you say you need to get a snowmobile?
Yeah.
I mean, you mean like a dog sled?
Sure.
All right. It's kind of late afternoon. There is a boat stationed at the docks if you want to ship out today. You can ship out tomorrow if you want to take a full night's rest, or you can sleep on the boat, however you want to do it.
Might as well just go now.
Yeah, might as well just go now.
Yeah. Any of us do particularly badly on boats? I know Marco's a sailor.
Boats are the main way of transportation in my world.
That is true.
Skyboats, but you know.
So I was going to say, oh, and also we found this sword.
Oh yeah, I should probably take it out of my bag.
You showing it to Elro?
No.
No.
No. What we find is ours.
Okay.
I think they're showing it to the rest of the party.
Yes.
Okay.
And while we're with the rest of the party, I'm like, when we find trinkets, we don't, we share them among ourselves, but other people, not so much.
Yep, money, loot in general should be shared. Trinkets, weapons, armor, money, food. Speaking of, I shoved a shit ton in my bag of holding.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Good idea. Yeah, I mean, I could take the sword, but it would just raise my passive perception to tied for highest in the party.
What's the highest in the party again?
13.
Oh, mine's the highest?
Yeah, this is
You
you
and
small
Nick are
fry.
tied.
I mean, I can, I guess, hold on to it.
You don't have to use it. Or if Nick wants an owl themed sword.
Swords aren't really my style.
Later on, I can use my intelligence for it, so I could hold on to it for now. Let me see. It's a +1. Wisdom checks and wisdom saving throws. The wisdom saving throws is helpful.
Yeah.
For 1 hour. Huh. Is it concentration? The enhance ability?
Hmm. Sabre?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay, so
Yes,
I
you
can't
can't.
do
Yeah, it's like that. So you can't do like you can't do enhance ability and cast guidance. You can't
Guidance.
do both. You have to do one or the other.
unfortunate.
Returns at dawn. But hey, that brings the highest passive perception in the party up to 14. Which I
It
think
also
is.
gives me the highest survival.
Does it?
Doesn't it?
Do you have proficiency in survival? Or do you just.
No?
Does that bring you up to a +2?
Yeah.
That gives you a three-way tie between you, Reese, and Nick.
Oh,
And because Nick has that lovely jack of all trades.
oh yeah. Nick's good at everything.
Especially with those stats. I mean, good lord.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you go to the docks. You approach the boat. On the side of the boat, you do read the words Rimaraz. This is
I
the
hate those.
yeah. So that's the name of the ship. You board the ship. You're actually welcomed by this individual here. She says, "Welcome aboard the Rimaraz. I am the first mate, Elizabeth. Will be if you want to store your stuff down in the bottom and in the belly of the boat. We'll take you across according to Elro."
Literally every woman we run into has a 20 charisma. It's uncanny.
Hey now. Physical appearance doesn't necessarily translate to a charisma score.
This is definitely that one world where the goddess just chooses everyone in the world and everyone's beautiful.
And she says, "We'll be shipping out in just a few minutes, so go ahead and store your stuff down below, and we'll be getting going."
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ship, looking it over.
It's a pretty standard sailing vessel. It's being crewed by a mixture of humans, dwarves, a halfling, and a couple of elves. It's a pretty motley, put together crew, but it's a very well, it's a decent looking crew. They're definitely not pirates, you know. They're not like roughed up, ripped clothing and stuff.
No, I was just looking, making sure, well, I just noticing if, they work well together, they're a tight group or,
Oh yeah, they're hollering. They're hollering up each other down. They're saying like cast the bow line, and start raising the mast. You do the only different thing about this boat that you haven't seen with other boats that you've been accustomed to is that the front end of this boat has a very like thick, almost metal, like brace across the entire bow of the boat.
It's an icebreaker.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely been outfitted with an icebreaker on the front of the boat, because where this boat goes, there's probably glaciers and stuff.
Ooh, I can help with those too. I can soften them up, or just turn them into water.
And just if we want to look at all the images, everybody, this is obviously the captain. He's a dwarven captain that's manning the steering wheel. This is a halfling of this doing the rear of the boat line there. This one's casting off the side line along with the plank you guys just walked up on. He's manning the bow of the boat.
Oh shit!
And they got two more gents up here in the front that are just working on the crank to raise the mast.
I will say your anchor. Yeah.
That's right. They're raising the anchor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you're raising the mast, that's something's wrong with your ship.
Sorry, it's over here. The mast is over here. My bad. Yeah, they're raising the anchor.
Yeah. I guess raising the mast is perfectly fine if the ship is being built.
Marco. Since you got a thing with boats, can you roll me a 1d4, please?
1d4i.
All right. It took you 6 days to get there.
Ooh.
Oof.
Okay.
It took an extra day due to rough weather and stuff, but you do arrive to Sirenla.
All right. So we need to meet Margot, right?
Yep. Margot Delmore.
I will read this real quick. The temperature has steadily dropped since you left Palebank Village, and yet it seems to grow colder yet still. As you step off the ramp of the Remharaz onto Foreign, which is this area of Isocrost. Through windy snow, you see fur-lined tents and yurts arranged in a very large camp style, very not really organized or anything. Campfires are whipped up by the wind, as several dwarves and elves are huddled very close to flames or inside their tents. And as you're coming off the boat, kind of bewildered by how cold it is here, you do hear a voice from the side saying, "Don't worry, it'll cool down even more eventually." Yeah, I'm sure you didn't.
Reese is not amused at the cold.
You do see this person approach you.
Mommy?
Margot? Is that you there?
She goes, I be Margot. Y'all be sent here for some treasure hunting, I believe.
A little more than treasure hunting, yeah. But yes, basically.
All right. Well, that's basically what this place is all about. You know, if you're not exploring, you ain't making gold around here. Come on, I'll show you a tent that you can all stay in for now.
I don't suppose you have, like, treasures, maybe spell books, spell scrolls, anywhere.
Oh, I'm sure you can find them running around camp, but I'm pretty sure they belong to the people who have them. No stealing them here, you hear me?
Oh, I was hoping to purchase some, but got it.
Yep. And she walks you through the camp. You know, there's several fur-lined tents and yurts and stuff like that. You do approach one certain yurt there near the middle of the camp. And she stops short there and points to her. You can stay here. I belong to an old fool, the rich elf named Bertrand, who came here looking for adventure and found the inside of a saber-toothed tiger instead. You should find some food and some stuff you like, but it's yours now if you want to stay there.
Sounds good.
All right.
Is there a pub?
Well, there's not really much pubs around here or anything. You're pretty much just shacked up in your own tents and all.
Now, we might be the first to bring this news to you. It's my understanding you were close with Ergon Winth.
Oh, Oregon? No, that wouldn't be me. That'd be Orvo over there on the far side. You might want to talk to them.
Somber news, shall we say.
Oh, what happened to him?
Something he brought back did him in.
Oh, that's tough to hear. He was one of the best and most active ones, you know, in our community. Sad to see him go.
Yeah. We're here to clear up the mess that was left behind.
I hear that. Well, if you want to talk to more about Ergon, you can go talk to Orvo over here. He's the one that chummed around with Ergon during their adventures and all. He's probably the one you want to talk to the most.
I'll head over. I feel, someone has to. Also, Reese has just kind of been a little bit restless this whole boat ride.
I'm sure being cooped up on a boat, not being able to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The weather's so nice, though.
I can't set anything on fire or hit anything. And it's a detour from my mission.
Yeah, no, this is.
Marco was nice and relaxed.
Yeah,
He's great.
You're right at home on the boat, right?
Great. I pitched in where I could pitch in, and did what I could do, and
yeah,
it was I loved it.
When you do look in, by the way, when you do look in the yurt that you were presented, the sound of wind and the biting cold die down a little bit outside the yurt, not much though. A cold fire pit sits in the center of the hide-covered floor, and there's an open crate with several packages of rations there and a few items next to the door.
I guess I'll start collecting firewood and getting a fire going. That'll be my job.
Yeah.
I'll
judge your work correctly.
Well, he went off to go tell the news. So, I mean, I'm sure making fires is just a normal thing for us. I mean, it's a lot easier for him, but...
What kind of entertainment you two are looking for on that boat, by the way? Yeah, okay.
I mean, if he was gone... I was about to say no to a needy sailor.
He was definitely down. You talking about the redhead?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely turned him off his feet, and he was down for whatever you wanted to do.
I used my 1,000 years of experience then.
He was very happy on that trip. By the way, out of our 1D100, I rolled a 94. So he was very into you. Uh,
Reese,
so Reese is going to talk to Orvo.
yeah, Reese is going to talk to Orvo.
All right. As you approach this tent that she pointed to, a campfire burns in front of a very small tent. The flaps are wide open. Inside the tent sits a young dwarf whose face is scarred through various interactions with some of the beasts and stuff like that. A short sword is casually laid across his lap as he warms his outstretched hands by the fire. And you see this person sitting there.
I will come up and also admire the fire.
Whole traveler, new to around here.
Yes. You're Orvo?
I'm Orville Mustav.
Friend of Ergon Winth?
Oh, very close friend of Urgon Wentz. How is he doing?
I'm so very sorry.
About what?
I'm afraid Ergon passed away the other week.
He is visibly shaken and very upset.
Hmm. I mean, cold comfort, but he died doing what he loved.
I guess so. Do you know how he died?
Uh, yeah, the smart folk in our entourage say it was frigid woe.
Frigid woe.
It says a disease that causes you to freeze solid.
You know how he might have gotten it?
It was one of the things he recovered from the city.
Well, we've covered lots of things through the city. You don't think I have it, do you?
Have you noticed any blue veins? Bluer than usual?
No, no blue veins on me. No.
Would you perhaps uh, touch a vial of blue liquid?
I didn't, but Orgon definitely did. We did see these blue vials in this place in Aor. It's called Salzvault. It's about a good 100 miles or so northwest of here. We pulled this to place a couple of times, but we did find these blue vials. I didn't touch them, but Ergon did, and he brought it back with him back to Palebank. You don't suppose that's what did him in, did you?
It was. And now many other people are sick with it as well.
Oh, that's very grave. That's very grave news. I don't know much else other than that. We were looking around this place. It was, like I said, it's called Salzville. It's a bit of like a. It's not really a store or anything. It's more like a laboratory. That was a kind of portion of Aor when it crashed down, and there's crazy magics and stuff like that are kind of appearing around it and such, and that's probably why it's so like the structure of it didn't collapse or anything during the thing because it was so like magically protected and all.
Ah. Uh, well, that if you wouldn't mind telling us how to get there, we're adventuring there to see if we can find an antidote.
Oh, sure. Probably what you want to do is you want to head northwest till you get to the bottom of the mountain range up that way. He points to the mountain range very close by. Hook around that further to the northwest on the backside of that mountain range. You'll find it right there.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. Oh, I do want to warn you though that we were gonna look around further, but we kind of got chased away by a couple of animated suits of armor and such. You might want to be careful of that if you go down there.
Good to know. But we can handle ourselves in a fight.
Well, if you're up here, should probably be able to.
I return and give the news to the party that we now have a specific location in Aor to look a laboratory.
Kind of makes sense.
That has a bunch of this stuff.
Makes
There goes
perfect.
Mariah.
Oh, I'm taking a walk around the camp, seeing if anybody has like a collection of books, notes, magic scrolls, perhaps.
Okay. Not really finding much around here. Nobody's really able to wanting to part with what they have. Pretty much what you gather around here is that they sell their things to the buyer, Orvo in particular too. That's how they get their money for scrounging around the Aeorian ruins and such. Typically, what you find is that they bring stuff back here and they bring it to the buyer. The buyer sends it back east, back to Earthadern, a couple of Earthadern locations that might be interested in the items, and he transfers the money to them in kind.
The life of the wizard's a rough one.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Yeah, you know that from talking to him, all they know about the buyer is he's a half-elven mage.
Someday I'll add spells to my book. Someday.
And by the way, his place of hangout place is up here.
Wait, so he's here?
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the biggest yurt over there in the north side.
And I'm going there. If you pinged the place.
All right. So you head up to the buyer's yurt, and there's a very strong, pungent scent of incense that fills this yurt. The walls are painted in glowing arcane runes. There's a brass brazier that burns very brightly in the center of the floor that provides the warmth around this pretty large yurt. There's definitely some plush chairs and a bed and a very large stone chest that sits in a corner. On one of those, one of the chairs sits this elf reading a book. There's also a small dragon that kind of with these green butterfly-like wings that is curled up in the elf's lap as he's kind of petting it and reading at the same time.
So, I probably would have accompanied you. So I'm just hanging around. I don't know. That's it.
Okay.
Do you have your detect magic up or anything, or?
Really, I fully expect most things that he's selling to be magical.
He doesn't really sell anything here. He pretty much takes stuff in and transfers them to where it needs to go. If you did have detect magic up, the stone chest on the corner radiates extreme magical energy, in particular conjuration.
Ah, right. That's the sends it back.
Oh. Yeah, so he doesn't have shit. I'm depressed.
You never know.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything. He just sends stuff where it needs to go.
However,
I mean, you could talk
He
to
is
him
a-
and ask him some questions and stuff.
Our zombie walked back to the tent.
Oh,
Well, I was gonna say he's a mage, though. Maybe you
Oh,
could copy
shit.
something. You copy something out of his book.
Are you kidding me? Wizards protect their spellbooks like they're fucking babies.
We're having this conversation outside probably. I'm like, you know, but if you don't ask, you don't know. Maybe he's a nice guy.
He's a merchant. Walk away.
Then maybe he will sell you one. Sell you something out of his book.
It's fine.
Go ask.
Nah. I leave.
I'll go back in and ask.
all right. So you go in. He's like, "Oh, you're back so soon."
All right. This is gonna sound weird, but lady-
Look. He points around of where you're currently standing. It's like we're in a land with the ruins of Aor. You can't really surprise me with weird, okay, son?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Granted. Agreed. So the lady that just left is a wizard as well, and she was looking for scrolls, and I don't think you have any. Is that correct?
No. I mean, I have books to keep me company, unless she likes romance novels. But no, I really don't have much else here. I just kind of my specialty is just sending the items where they need to go, and then pay the people for their work.
But you are a wizard, though, right?
Oh, of course I am.
Would it be possible to maybe let her copy a spell?
I suppose for a price or a trade.
Okay, well, now that I got that established, let me go grab her and bring her back in and see what maybe we could work a deal out.
Any particular reason why she's looking for such things, or why you even here?
Well, yes. Something that was brought back, a vial of blue potion is making people sick.
Oh,
And we're trying to find the antidote. So,
I see.
she wanted a spell to help us with this. So I'll be right back. So I run back out. I'm like, come on. I got a deal. I got a deal going on.
At this point, I'm crawling back to the tent.
No. Come on back here. Come on. We got something going on. Let's go.
I'm depressed.
I grab her by the, not grab her, but, just, I grab her on, try to turn her around.
I'm imagining you're
He doesn't grab me, but he grabs me.
I'm imagining you're grabbing her by the arm. You're doing this anime thing where her heels are digging into the snow as she's being dragged in the snow with her heels in the snow.
Come on. We got a deal going on. He's going to let you copy something out of the book. You gotta ask.
Yes, the young lady. Your friend says you were looking for maybe a spell of some sort.
Oh, thank you for saying I'm young. That makes me feel a little better. Yeah, I mean, I'm just collecting spells as any wizard would, I suppose, and anything that might be helpful in our situation would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. Anything in specific? I might have a bunch of different things. Which would you like?
I suppose any.
Speak with plants.
Anything that would help me locate something.
Location, divination. Is that what you're looking for?
I suppose anything that could help us resist disease, anything that could help us locate something.
Well, I mean, there are certain spells. There's like a locate object spell, maybe that's what you're looking for.
That would be helpful.
Oh, sure. I suppose I can help with that. If you do something in turn, though.
How much we talking?
How about this? Whatever Eorian artifacts you might find there, I'll just dock it off your pay when I send it off. How's that?
I mean, how much are you charging?
Depends how good the artifacts are. If the artifacts are really magical and special, it could be substantial. If it's kind of meager and not too much, just more of an ornate piece of artwork, it might take a couple.
Okay, seems fair, I suppose.
All right. Yep. Well, it's kind of it is late in the evening, by the way. Well, it's very late in the evening, so come back by tomorrow morning, and I will have this for you all set to go.
I mean, we're both elves. We could just get it done real quick, but sure.
Well, he's a half elf.
Oh, can I extra appreciate you calling me young? He's a fourth of my age. Oh my god.
Well, I do appreciate that you appreciate that, and I just want to, finish my chapter, and then I'll get it going tonight.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, see you in the morning.
Ta-ta!
TTFN. Just
TTFN.
I'm just walking back to the earth, smiling.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for tonight on the Friday Night Dice, where a bunch of friends get together and play Dungeons & Dragons thanks to the internet. Also, thanks to Roll20. You can watch these live on twitch.tv/SabreWolfGaming. There's 2 M's in gaming. Or you can watch the VODs on YouTube at SabreWolf18. For the podcast versions, you can tune into it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Audible, and Amazon Music. Just search Friday Night Dice. I'm SabreWolf. Thank you for joining us, and have a very good night. Bye-bye.